So today I just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about giving up and quitting. And in particular, I wanted to talk about it because I mentioned last week a little bit about sort of the struggles that I was going through a little while ago and sort of how I was kind of feeling about myself and how I was feeling about this channel. And overall, I just want to talk a little bit about what impacts quitting can have on you, and also why I don't want you to quit, and I want you to keep pushing, and I want you to keep going. And that's something that I've said a lot throughout this year that we've been doing this, is that I've said a lot of things, don't give up, don't quit, but I feel like I haven't really sat down and explained why that's super important. So, number one is I just feel, right, that in most cases, right, so many people give up on chasing their dreams. They give up on what their goals are, right? And we see this every single year, right? Everybody knows, New Year's resolutions, you make what you want to change about yourself. And a lot of people mention that they want to lose weight. And they give up after a few weeks, right? Because it's tough. And people go back into old habits, with smoking, drinking, gambling, whatever it may be. Tons of people give up, right? But I want to remind you of something. There's a joke, there's this joke on the internet where people make this joke where they say, oh yeah, every single gambler quits right before they win big, right? Obviously that's a joke. That's a clear joke, right? But all jokes aside, you do miss every single shot that you don't take, right? And I say this to people all the time. They try something out for a couple weeks, and they fucking give up. I have seen multiple people in my life, they try something, they're like, look, I want to try this new thing, I want to get good at this thing, and they give up right away. I've had multiple friends that are like, I want to get really good at ranked in Siege, or I want to get really good at ranked in Halo. And they play for a week and realize, oh shit, I have to put work in? And that's sort of the thing here, is in most cases, on things where you want to give up and you say, you know what, I'm going to throw in the fucking towel, right? Most of the time, you want to do that because things are hard. And what's interesting is that oddly enough, we find things hard that are worth it. A lot of the times, putting in work to get better at something, putting in the work to improve on something, has so many fucking benefits, man. I can tell you, right, from firsthand experience, as somebody that had to face adversity a lot. I don't really talk about it in these videos because I don't want to make it a part of my personality. But growing up visually impaired with a disability, everything was harder for me. Whether if it was studying, whether if it was just fucking navigating life, man. Because I don't know if you realize it, but school gets pretty fucking hard when you can't see the whiteboard. Things get pretty fucking hard when you realize that the world isn't designed for you. Right? So it bugs me when I have a conversation with somebody, they tell me something's too fucking hard. Too fucking bad. If it's too fucking hard and you want to give up already, you aren't going to achieve that fucking goal, man. If the first step of something, right, and it fucking gets in your way and you fucking hate the thing right away, and you realize, oh shit, I actually need to work for something. I need to put in effort. I need to do this thing to be better. It's like, well,
did you see they're doing?
You probably won't get any fucking better if you automatically have that attitude. I've mentioned this quote a handful of times, and I always love using it because it's my favorite quote. Uncomfortability builds growth, and I have to say uncomfortable is how to grow. Yep. And that's the truth, right? Is that nothing that is worth it is going to be handed to you, right? Unless you're super fucking lucky. Unfortunately, you're probably going to need to work really hard for what you want, no matter who you are, where you come from. That's the truth, and that's something that I tell people all the time when they want to quit. Is why, right? What was the big stepping stone in your way that you couldn't get over it, right? And one of the major things is putting in effort. So many people have these goals that they realize, oh shit, it's not as easy as saying, I want it. I actually have to do something for it. I need to learn. I need to grow. I need to do these things to improve to be able to do these things. And I think that's really important. And some of the best things in my life have been from learning to grow and learning new things and, overall just becoming better at something, right? I will remember when we started this channel, and we had a conversation about growing and stuff and whatever. And I didn't really know what I was doing.
It was like, how much is it?
But finding out what it took to grow was exciting to me. Well, I shouldn't say that, actually. At first, it was nerve-wracking. At first, I was like, I can't fucking do this. But then I started learning, and I started to grow, right? I started to video edit. I've mentioned it before. I started on Movie Maker, and, here I am working in Premiere, right? I took a lot of steps to learn. I took lots of time out of my day to learn these skills that were necessary to make better content. And I think that's really important. Is to understand that no matter what you're trying to do in your life, no matter what you're trying to learn, you're going to have to learn something in the process. No matter where you want to end up, you're going to have to learn, right? And overall, quitting is a natural response, right? Because naturally, humans, and especially here in America, we don't like uncomfortability. We don't like these scenarios where we feel pressured, where we feel like, oh shit, I am being pushed to my fucking limits, and I need to learn a lot here, right? That's something in general that we deal with here in America. And what's really interesting is that if you get over that first hump, things get easy. There's this big thing about dieting, right? Is that the first day is pretty easy, second day is the worst of it. If you can get through that second day,
done exporting,
you're fucking golden. Not necessarily, but if you make it through that second day, you are already on your way of killing it, right? Because most people can't do that. A lot of people, when it comes to dieting, will give up after day 2. A lot of people, when it comes to video creation, will give up after 5 videos, right? A lot of people, when it comes to being an athlete, will give up the first time they got rejected, right? Let me explain something to you. Michael fucking Jordan did not make his high school team. You mean the guy that is the face of the NBA for the last, at this point, 30 fucking years? Yeah, man. Adversity builds growth, builds people, right? And just because you want to quit doesn't mean that's the decision you should be following. I think it's important to remember that. It's important to remember that quitting is the fucking coward way out, right? As soon as you run into a brick wall and you decide things are too fucking hard for me, I'm done, I give up, you're letting that brick wall win. It's time to fucking vault over that bitch, all right? I mean that, dude. Like, when I hear people giving up or I hear people quitting, they give up on their dream. Why? Why did you quit? Right? Now, there are some scenarios where people do have to quit, but there's other scenarios where when I talk to people and I hear from people, they give up, and I'm like, why? Why did you give up? It started to get hard? That means that you're doing something. That means that you're growing. That means that you're learning, right? Nobody has gotten here by not doing that. The best things that you are going to learn in your life is how to work hard and to know that you can do anything, but it just takes a lot of work, and that giving up and quitting won't get you there. But, anyways, I just kind of wanted to sit down and chat about that for a little bit today, guys. Hope that this helped in some way, and I want you to remember that, once again, you're doing great. Like, I genuinely do mean that you're doing amazing. You're here. We're fucking proud of you, man. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for making it this far in the video. If you are interested, there's a link to join our Discord down in the description. We just like to hang out, chat in there. We give sneak peeks of videos and all that great stuff. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.